keeps it all samey done.
Are we going to call it Jay's questions?
Oh, curbside chat.
Curbside chat.
Curbside chat.
Curbside
Is
chat.
that the new logo?
Well, I haven't seen a new logo, but I'll put it in.
No, what is that?
Yeah,
Is
that's what the idea.
Yeah?
We're recording now anyway.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's all right. You do that every time.
I know I do. How you doing, guys? Hope you're all right. Welcome to another Monday. Today's multi-story is going to be a bit of a special one. It's something that we wanted to do for a while, a bit of a trial. It's called the multi-story curbside chat. And as you can see, we've chosen a curbside to chat at. It's no curbside at all. We've come outside while the weather's nice. But the idea of this is we'd first start off ourselves, but get more people involved as the time goes on. But we'd pick 10 questions to ask regarding sort of why you work out and to get to know each other a bit better. And
well, they're not.
no, they're not. No, all right.
Not really at all.
So that's the other idea. The other idea is whoever's being questioned doesn't know the questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a semi.
It's 10 questions.
It's 10 questions. It's 10 questions, and hopefully they're all clean.
Is it
They're all
10?
clean.
Are they
all clean?
I don't know. It might be 9. There might be 9.
Well, you can make another question up,
Yeah.
can't you? Like, what train is he wearing today? Oh, wearing.
It depends how long this takes as well.
So yeah, this might be a bit of a
It's
part
just
1, part 2, part 3 kind of job here over the next few weeks. But it's something we want to give a go, just so you get to know us a bit better, and hopefully realise that we're just normal folks, depending on the questions that get asked. But I'm the guinea pig for the first one. So these guys.
Well, you did want to do it.
I did want to do it. I would 100% wanted to do it. I want to get
It's a
more
good
people
idea.
involved and make it a bit more.
It's good fun. Jay's question.
Yeah, get a bit more serious. I think so. What I'll do is after 2 minutes of chatting, I'll hand you over to Chappers and Wayne, who are going to ask questions, and we'll just go from there and see how it goes. And
Are we doing
hopefully you enjoy it. That's
Bing.
countdown. That's a rip off.
We can do countdown.
Count.
People that.
Is that a pass? Is that a pass?
Yeah, and a swipe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So should we just start? Should we make a start? Right.
Bye.
So first question
Okay.
from me, I'd say.
Okay.
3 things you couldn't live without.
3 things I couldn't live without.
Take your time.
Right.
Take your time.
Okay. Does it matter if it's a really soppy answer?
That's the soppier the better.
Right.
The emotional the better.
Yeah.
You gonna say
Don't try and do
No.
this hard. Yeah. Number 1.
Number
Amy.
1. Number 1. I'd say my partner.
Why?
Amy, yeah.
Absolutely.
Why?
Yeah, that I'm
Because
getting
she's
deep now, I'm
financially
getting
richer than I
deep. We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. That's probably not.
am. No.
That's probably not the best answer.
Why? No, of course the best answer. Why? Yeah. The reason why is, I'm sure it's the same reason for you guys and your wives and your kids, and it's
Yep.
That we
partner
we
and
love our partners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't think I genuinely go through. Yeah, I mean, I've been with her for such a long time now, but I genuinely don't
So
think.
when did you meet?
We met her in 2000. 2000?
This is elaborating.
Is this elaborating now? Yeah. So it's in
See how I did it there. See how I did it there. This could go into 5
Where was
parts.
it? What were you eating?
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a black leather jacket and baggy rapper denim jeans and those beige Timberlands because I thought I was a bit of a at the risk of maybe saying it, but I thought I was a bit of a white Tupac. Let's put it that way. I thought I was a bit of an Eminem. I thought I was a bit of a rapper, but I really wasn't. I was just a fat ginger lad from Skem. But when I met her in 2000. And we were friends for a year, and a funny story, which she knows about, which is quite funny. It was like, I quite liked Amy and I quite liked this other girl, and I sent the other girl a Valentine's Day card, and I had one written for Amy, but then kind of like, what was it? I panicked. Basically, I just kind of like fumbled it about and never sent one to Amy. And then this other girl basically was just like, I'd rather be friends. Cool, because we were quite friendly. And then a little bit later, I think the next year, 2001, me and Amy got together and just did that whole classic young love, go on dates, held hands,
Nice.
back of the cinema, snogging kind of thing, as you do.
What film was it?
It was The Return of the King. No, it wasn't Return of the King. Sorry, it was The Mummy Returns. It was The Mummy Returns.
Really?
Yeah, it was The Mummy Returns, and my bus was late. So, my bus wasn't late. My bus was empty, and it must have been the guy's last journey.
Right.
So instead of going all the way to Wigan, he turned around halfway, and I was on the top floor, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then he told me to get off and get another bus. So I was late for my first date with Amy, but I bought some flowers. It was nice. It was good. So yeah, so that's one thing I couldn't live without. Another thing I couldn't live without.
Hold on, he skipped over that a bit quick.
No, I didn't.
This is a
Good.
part
That's
5
a good,
thing. I don't
good
know,
answer. That was a good answer.
Was
That's a
it?
solid
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
So my second thing I
I'll
probably
let you
couldn't.
on. I'll let you
Second
Sorry,
part of the
sorry.
first question, of which there were 3.
I was going to keep going with that. Anyway, go on. It could be anything.
Yeah,
It could be your bike.
I've never really thought about it. Yeah, okay. So if we're talking more nowadays, I'd probably say my bike, because it's been a bit of a tool to kickstart my sort of training and getting fitter and stuff. And I suppose.
So did you give it up?
I didn't give it up. I was just too unfit, and I enjoy the downhill aspect of downhill mountain biking.
Yeah.
So on my older bike, obviously doesn't have a motor, so there was no pedal assist. So I struggled getting up hills, and I hated it.
But you love coming down.
But I love coming down them. But you get to the top of the hill after climbing a bloody mountain on a mountain bike, and you're knackered, and you have to take about 4 days just to recover.
And do they not have the old?
No, not over here. No.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Tell everyone
I'd
about
do
your
it.
bike.
My bike is.
Serious bit of kit.
It's a Specialized Turbo Levo. It's a pedal assist bike, so it doesn't motor for you. It's just it assists your pedaling, so you can smash it up hills with with effort, but not as much effort as if you didn't have the motor.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of purple on it now, and nicknamed it the Joker, because it looks like the Joker colours. It's like lime green and everything.
That might jump right into that question.
Well, you can ask that question. Ask the question.
No, we'll leave that one. But
all right, okay.
That
We'll
joke a bit.
keep it
Anyway,
so the third thing,
one.
off the top of my head, just something randomly is Christmas. Sorry,
Yeah.
beep, beep. I don't know if I'm going to get. I will say this now because I'm editing this. I don't know if I'm going to hit all the swear words if this is swear words, so I apologise. But Christmas, I love Christmas, and
I'm
every
with you there.
every time it comes around, I'm like, it just does something. It kind of comes around. I'm like, I wish it was Christmas, and then I just something warm inside kicks in. Like last night I was building the Lego gingerbread house and I had Christmas music on, so I'm sad. But I was also feeling a bit down, so it just made me feel good again, so it was good, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've already started putting up some ornaments.
I've not finished it yet, but there are a few little bits and bobs that we've bought and not put away, so they're just out.
Are you a traditionalist? Is it Christmas tree up on the 1st or?
No, normally the second weekend, so around about the 7th, something like that. Did it earlier last year, and the tree pretty much was like dry as a crisp by Christmas Day, and it was like you touched it and it was like, I was like, yeah, let's just wait a bit next time. But yeah, so
Excellent. Yeah.
I bought all my lights for my house.
You put all the lights up?
No, I bought them.
Oh, okay.
I bought them.
Do you want to answer the next one, or should I? Can you read that? Can you read my writing?
I can. I'm just squinting a lot because of the sun. If you could meet someone famous, dead or alive, who would it be?
And it could be anything. So it could be a sexy lady if you want, or a sexy man.
Just trying to have equilibrium.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For a long time, I've got nothing against him. I'm sure he's a lovely fella, but for a long time, I really wanted to meet Arnie. And then everyone was like, "Don't meet your heroes." And I just, in my head, I play it out. You know, if I ever met him, I'd be like, "Oh, Arnie," and do the whole like, "You son of a bitch," that kind of thing, and have a bit of fun with him. But I think now he's
Predator
reference. I think I'm sure he's a lovely fella, but I don't think he'd be that nice to meet. Maybe, I don't know. I think it'd be, I don't want to say a letdown, but it would be, it'd feel like a bit underwhelming.
Do you think it's because he maybe doesn't know you?
Yeah, probably,
Right,
100%. But there's one person that genuinely always comes across as quite nice to his fans, and that's The Rock. I'd love to meet The Rock. Yeah, I know it's a bit cliche, but he genuinely looks like he knows he knows where his paychecks come from.
Yeah.
And that's his fan base, but he works hard, doesn't he? So
he does,
yeah, I mean he is a grafter. He's in bloody everything. He never seems to sleep. I reckon he's got a clone. He's definitely got a clone. The Rock. It's called The Stone. Yeah.
That was good. Looking back
no. That's two you've kind of jumped in with that. So the third one,
Okay.
one more. It could be, let's
One
say
more.
a dead one.
A dead one. Oh,
Yeah.
I was a multiple.
It doesn't matter. It could be dead or alive. But
Dead one.
anyone that you would never be able to meet.
I would like to meet.
Richard Williams.
No, I've already met her, but I would love for my nan to be alive now because she was like an artist. Like she used to do like drawings and stuff. She won competitions. She died when I was like 7, and I'd love to be like, look at my animations.
Oh,
'Cause I think
cool.
she'd love it now. So yeah, if my nan was still alive.
She was an artist.
Yeah, she did like painting. She won a Northwest competition. She painted hills, all the flowers at Hillsborough and stuff on the
wow,
pitch.
right.
And it hung in the Liverpool Football Club for a long time.
Wow.
Until my mum, for some unbeknown reason, decided she wanted it back, and now I've got it. It's up in my loft, and
That's cool.
it feels a little bit like, should I try and give it back to them or something? I don't really know.
Right. She
But-
painted it for that specifically.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a part of a competition. I don't know what the competition was because I was like 6. But
It
yeah,
might be quite nice to do as a gesture.
we'll give it back to the club.
Yeah, is it in the museum?
Well, that's where it was. It was in the tour.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, but that was a long time ago. So, but, yeah.
Oh, good one. Nice answer. Do you have any good jokes?
Good jokes.
And it's not, you said.
You put me on the spot there.
I'm really bad.
My life is a joke.
Nah, it's not me. We'll take
My
that.
tea in my
We'll
mouth.
take that.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Not off
You
the top
can
of my head.
pass.
I
You can
can't.
pass.
Yeah, Hong
Knock,
Kong.
knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor.
Hey.
Oh, my
Well,
word.
Oh, what was the other one? Oh, no, it was knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo,
Boo,
boo.
boo.
Oh, don't cry. It's alright. Classic, isn't
Yeah.
it?
There we go.
Go on.
Classics.
What question was that? Number 4?
Oh, okay. That was
That
number
was
3.
No, that's 3.
Or was it 3?
This is number 4.
Right. Okay.
What's your favourite top 5 films? No particular order.
Top 5 films. Right. Okay. This has fluctuated in the past year or two, but it always
Are you
does.
doing it in order, or are you gonna just?
I'm not going to do it in order. I'm just going to give you the
Favourite
5 because
5.
number 1 was Return of the was the Fellowship of the Ring. Fellowship. Yeah, Fellowship of the Ring. It was just.
Lord of the Rings.
It's like it's my comfort blanket movie.
Yeah, I
Like
know
you
what
know,
you mean.
like
I
you
love
know,
that
like
movie.
like
Home-
like
you
if
mean
I'm
like Home Alone?
if I'm feeling down, or I just want something easy to watch, or if I need something in the background, that film was always there, and I could just kind of watch it. It was the best one. So we'll go quick on this one. 'cause
Is
it's
Lord of the
gonna-
Rings number 5 then? Let's write
Is it
down.
gonna
So you want to go number 5?
No.
You want to go 5 to 1? What do you want me to do, or do you want me to just list them?
Just say
Just
no.
list-
All right,
any-
okay.
no particular order.
Okay, no particular order. We've got Spider-Man into Spider-Verse,
Okay.
Oh, good.
Fellowship of the Ring,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back,
Nice.
Predator. I don't know what another one would be. Muppets Christmas Carol.
Really?
I
Yeah.
was not expecting that. I thought there'd be a rock movie up there somewhere.
Rock movie. I don't-
Movie with The Rock in it.
Oh right.
Not a movie about stones.
He's thinking of the Sean Connery movie with Nicolas Cage.
That is better than Lord of the Rings. That
No,
is
it wasn't.
miles better than Lord of the Rings.
It's a good movie. But
It is a
not.
great movie. Nice. Yeah, I'll take them.
If you want to
Yeah,
swap, if
yeah.
you want to swap one, I could flip flop between Muppets Christmas Carol and
Yeah.
Fast 5.
So there was no Terminator.
Oh,
in
okay.
there. There was
Yeah.
no Godfathers. There was no.
I've never seen The Godfather, so we'll put that on camera right now. Yeah.
Anyway, Bob won't be happy with that.
We know what your top 5 is going to be.
Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky.
Well, Predator will be in there. Alien.
Aliens,
Or Aliens
yeah,
will be
take
in
that.
there.
Aliens is
There's
they're
too
my
many.
comfort.
Jurassic Park.
Predator.
Yeah.
I don't know which. It's a good film, isn't it? Jurassic Park, but
Yeah.
once you've seen it 3 or 4 times,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
There are so many
Anyway.
good films.
Quality. What are you most afraid of?
Spiders.
No, straight in there.
Straight in.
Yeah, I fucking hate spiders.
Really? Yeah.
I can't stand them. I've got better over the years. Like I can now look and deal with spiders of 50 pence size, maybe. Actually, 50 pence might be pushing it. But if there's anything bigger
Is that
than
the
that,
body or is that legs and body?
legs and body.
How many spiders have you seen in the UK with a body like that?
Hey,
Oh,
there was
mate,
a
I've
few-
seen some-
there
I've
was a-
seen some big ones.
There was a few in Bury.
Oof, bloody
Tell
hell.
you,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. There was one. Here's a story
And
for
you
you.
can hear the legs on
Yeah,
the,
clicking.
on the
Well,
on
I've
the
told you,
floor.
I've got
You
two.
live in Jumanji or
No.
something.
I've got 2 spider stories for you. The first one was quite recent. I was sat in the front room, and I looked up in the top corner of the ceiling, obviously, and there was a big old black beastie thing with a body like this, and I could see underneath it was sat on an egg sack. And I was just like, I'm not having any of this. Got the Hoover out, and I was like, sucking up. Sorry, I offend people who harm creatures, but I was like, I'm not having those birth anywhere near me, because it was a big old sack. Spider went up, spider got sucked up pretty quickly, but the egg sack thing. But the other one was, I was down when I was working down south in Guildford, UK. I'm lying in bed, and it was like an old house, and it had one of those concrete grill, you know, the grills that go outside, it's like a veterinary brick. I'm lying in bed and I can hear like knuckles cracking like this. I'm like, what is that noise? Like, what is that noise like? And he was wouldn't go away. And I was like, I don't know what this noise is. So I got up thinking it was like something. Anyway, turned the light on, and there was a huge spider about that big. I'm not joking you. And it was just there, and every time it moved its leg, it was clicking. I was like, whoa! So got my shoe and hit it, and it just crunched, but then went back up again.
Did it really?
And I was just like, no. And this was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got my shoe, and I genuinely, I've never really wanted to harm anything so much in my life, but I crushed that sucker. And then I got a bit of paper and put it and taped up the thing, so nothing else.
All of its like best buddies coming in to take you out.
Oh, it was horrific. I've never been so scared in my life. But yeah, spider.
Are you looking for a spider?
I can hear that. I'm the one in the house. I'm the one that they call, and I go over and I'll pick them up and just hand them and put them in the basement.
Yeah.
Claudia can do that.
She does. Oh, good.
Yeah, she gets like a piece of paper and a glass and does it all. I'm the one that goes, no, let's leave it for mummy. Leave it for mummy. All right, so yeah, we'll take that. Spiders. I was thinking of something a bit more deep than that, but never mind. Spiders, fine.